Hello, welcome. I'm the Raging Beard. Bit of a different video today. No driving, just flying, using the awesome Aerofly FS2 in VR. It's a phenomenal VR simulator. Yeah, it doesn't have as many systems implemented yet as say X-Plane, but the performance in VR is just phenomenal. It's black magic. I don't know how they do it, but and even better now with the motion smoothing that's just been updated on Steam VR. You can up the super sampling in every game a little bit, and it does look and play better. So I'm going to be playing, as I say, in VR, using the VR hands with ease. But this video is not just maybe showing a little bit of the game, but really to show a little program someone's made on the FS2 forums, a little program called Pilot Journey. Because as great as Aerofly FS2 is, you know, I've loaded up sometimes and thought, well, hang on, where do I want to fly from and to what plane? And I've just used it less and less because you know, there's no actual game to it as such. But this Pilot Journey, if I bring it up here, it's a little program someone's made. It's brilliant. It just randomises an airport for you. It's got all the airports that's in the. Oh, hang on, why is that not working? It's got all the airports that's in the cat pushing the door. All the airports that's in the DLCs, all except one. So you could use this on any flight sim that's got the airports. So basically, it loads you up in an airport, and then lists here the missions you can do, and here the aircraft you can use to do them. And up here is the size of the airport. So 2 is a fairly small airport, that's why there's no huge aircraft listed. And you start off with a single basic sport pilot license. It tells you here how you can upgrade to better licenses. So at the moment all I can do is transfer an aircraft. So transfer an aircraft to Interlaken. It's a fairly short distance. If it's got this little symbol here, that's free to use to transfer. That's the aircraft I'm transferring. It's already got enough fuel in it, otherwise you drag up the fuel slider and buy fuel. If the takeoff's green, that's it, you're good to go. Now when you've selected your mission and aircraft, whether you're just renting one, using a free one to transfer, or you've got your own in your fleet, you click the green takeoff button. If it's not green, it'll be greyed out. You hold the mouse button over it, hold the mouse pointer over it, and it will tell you why you can't take off. So click the green button, take off, and it brings up this window which you can't see. Brings up that window. And Aerofly FS2 doesn't have an in-depth weather system. It's basically got these options, so it's randomised them. So you just copy them into the game, literally match the sliders roughly to what's on here. The time is always the UTC time now. Now the mission in progress, that's just so you can't click take off and instantly click I've landed safely. It knows the flight's going to take at least that time, so you can't click I've landed safely until that time's gone by. It doesn't matter how long you take after it, there's no detriment to the score or whatever. Right, so that's pretty much it. Now I'm gonna play sat here in my rig, in my driving rig. Couple of reasons. I'm gonna just experiment and see if I can set foot pedals as rudder control. I've not tried that, should work. But also, when the day comes, I add motion to this, which will really be a next level racing motion platform. It'd be nice to be able to use that in flight sims as well. I'm going to have a problem. I know I'm going to have a problem that these are going to be hitting stuff. But I'll see how bad it is. I can manipulate the cockpit a little bit, maybe move myself closer to the controls. But maybe I can get around it with seat sliders, and I could slide the seat back, what, 20 centimeters or so, and that might work, give me enough space. But anyway, I'll see how I get on, see if it's even possible to fly a plane. as it is. So I'll just click abort flight for the moment. Actually, there's no point. I'll leave it on. I'll leave that on because I'll copy those into VR in a moment. Okay, so flight sim loaded. We've got a little window here showing us the conditions. So literally go into conditions, time. Time's gone on a little bit since then. I'll put it as the real time UTC time now, which is 5:49, around there. Doesn't really matter. Put whatever you want really, but I'll do wind. Wind strength. I'll just up a bit. Direction 304. Turbulence real low. Thermal activity somewhere around there. Clouds now. Cumulus clouds in VR are a bit dodgy. They do turn with your head movement, and they don't expand out to the horizon. They're in like a circle around you. They say they're a placeholder until they improve the weather system. So I usually have them off, but I've tried flying with them on again, especially now at the moment. I'm keeping low. If you keep low and you don't pay real attention to them, they do add some immersion. But when you're up amongst them, yeah, they're not good. But I'll keep them on for now. Set it as this is dictating. Visibility is pretty high up here. Cumulus cloud density, a bit over halfway. Height, they're quite high anyway. And cirrus, hang on, I messed that up. Visibility up there, density there, cloud height there. Yeah, that one about there. Like that one about there. I mean, you can randomise them however you want, but the whole point of having this thing is dictating the mission, so to speak, for you. Right, aircraft going to be in the pits, which I can't guarantee I'll land. Well, where is it? Aha, there we go. Classic red, power blue. Let's go with that, why not? Right, so I was going to try settings, controls, rudder left. No, okay, it's not recognising my foot pedal. Why not? It should. Might be because it's in VR. You can't input in VR or something. I can't remember. Location. Right, there is no search. There is no search function, which is a pain. Let's just clear off the navigation. Right, location. Alright, so we're over here somewhere. Now, that's where I'm flying to. Alright, there we go. I'm taking off from Grenchen, flying down to Interlaken. So, between the two lakes here. Let's just put myself on the runway there. Nice. That's it. So let's jump into VR. If you've got VR, I mean, you owe it to yourself to get this. The performance, especially in like the Orbex DLCs, is just stunning. Let's check. Got sound. Yeah. It just looks amazing. Fortunately, the performance is hit a bit by OBS, but that's to be expected. So I'm going to have to, let's try and manipulate the cockpit a little bit so I'm not twatting into everything. Full throttle. Try and keep it somewhere on the... This is what I mean, look at this. I'm all over the place trying to use the rudder. There we go, there we go. Let's just get up, crikey. That was a mess. Right, we're up. Look how beautiful this is. Does look good at night as well. I'm having some performance issues. I can only assume is related to OBS because I don't usually at all. Super sampling's up pretty high. I can see everything clearly on all the dash and displays. So where do I want to fly? Around one. Southeast. I did have a button set, but I don't know what it is now, to turn on landmarks. It brings up markers over towns, etc. I assume it's L on the keyboard. So, need to get a bit of height. Mostly I want to get those two lakes in view. I feel safe once I can see them. See what I mean about the clouds? Look, I can make them. If you're not paying attention to them, like now, simply to move the cockpit closer, you just press the thumb pad in to reposition VR, which is quite good. Oh, hello. I didn't know I could look out the bottom. That's cool. Where am I flying? Swap hands. There's still a lot to be added to this game. It's out of early access, but you know, we're still waiting on. There's a lot of additions that needed. People want air traffic control. I don't really care about that. I'd rather the world to feel more alive. Aircraft in the skies, road traffic on the ground, something like that. At the moment, there's nothing. There's some animated things, like scripted movement around some of the DLC airports. Weather I'd love as well, proper weather system. And that'd just be awesome. I don't care about multiplayer. Right, let's try and get back on course. Being only a compass like this is affected by your roll, the roll of the aircraft. Right, I'm level now. Right, I can see water peeking out there. Is that one of the lakes? I don't know what this weird shadow patch is. Typical, isn't it? The one time I make a video with Aerofly in it, I've got a weird shadow going on. Some controls aren't working, performance isn't perfect. Usually, this game's just as simple. Start it up and run, no faffing. That's a great thing about it, as well as performance. There's just no tweaking needed, and there's no load times. It's crazy. Look at it. It's immense. Well, I'm not optimistic about the landing, which isn't great considering I'm just transferring this aircraft for some poor soul. Bit of scenery. Have a look at a bit of scenery down here. .3D buildings, not just photo real scenery, actual place models. That is annoying, that weird patch. Shadow that's following me about. Strange. Right. So that's my airport. If I fly over the water. Yeah, the water needs work as well. It needs decent water. There is apparently some on the more recent DLC, but there's a couple I haven't got yet. Concerned about tracking with the controller right on my lap. Seems okay so far, but it's a little fail right on landing. Right, let's head on over. The other thing is trees. Here they're all placed because they're part of the scenery, but otherwise I have trees on low and most, just because they can be anywhere and they can be coming out of roads, whatever. It's ridiculous. I think we've got some here even, so you've got all the place trees, but you could have some coming out of rivers. I think I'm flying into a bit of into a bit of different scenery where I don't think. So is it all 3D buildings, or are we just photo? High resolution photo. Yeah, I think so. It's high res photo. But I had to get quite low to tell. Shows how good it is. I'm hoping Orbix have a sale on for Black Friday. I want the True Earth Netherlands, the whole of Netherlands done properly. Stadium. So as good as this looks, this isn't the best scenery by far. But that's where the little game app put me, so be it. This wouldn't be a bad place to live, would it? A lot of the only generally fly the small aircraft. You've got to do some studying and teach yourself how to fly the big boys. Yeah, they're not as in depth as I say as other sims, but they do have quite a lot of systems recreated, and I haven't really got a clue how to fly them. But if you have a go, it is cool using the. Oh, hello, what's going on here? That was weird. It is cool using the VR hands. Because sure you haven't got a physical yoke or stick you hold on to, but when you've got loads of knobs, buttons and dials to twiddle, I think it adds a huge amount of immersion to it in your hands. Why is this one affecting? Okay. Affecting tracking if I move it. Alright, where's the runway then? Is that it? Drop down a little bit. Oh, I think I'm messing up my let's bring my hand up. That's one thing you can do. Keep hold of it, move your hand up, and it's still now connected to the my other hand was getting in the way of tracking or something. I'm assuming easier at night when you've got lights. Yeah, I mean a lot of the DLCs do have fully modelled 3D areas, moving vehicles around the airport, train in the city. Some have got people. that the airstrip? Yeah, there's one, yeah. Okay. Either one. Either one. Let's go out to turn around. Man, this thing's impossible, and obviously got to do the front wheels first. You can't really see. I think I might have to forgo the idea of flying in the cockpit, even when I've got the motion platform. It just is not practical. I really should watch a video on how to land these things. Cessna and now I can touch down nice. I mean, that's easy, you know, but the wheels at the front, you've got to touch them down first. It's impossible. My smoke's on, is it? I don't think it doesn't actually put smoke out, which is a shame. Can't bloody see. And for the brakes is down on the touchpad, but again, doing that without hitting rudder control is nigh on impossible. I might be dropping too hard here, bouncing out of the sky. Oh my god, no, I'm nearly down. Oh my god, I'm on the grass. No, stay upright. Oh god. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm landed and I'm parked off the runway, so yeah, the damage model's not highly detailed, but if a wing had hit the ground, that would have broken it off. Well, I do feel for the poor bugger who I'm delivering this for. Turn everything off. What's that do? Push for high RPM. Okay. Engine off. What's that little thing? Oh, there we go. Got canopy open. Well, what's that? Does that do anything? Don't know. Is that flaps? What's that? Don't know what that is. That does something. Who knows? Anyway, so we landed. Well, I got down. Right, exit. Yep. So after that highly successful landing, smooth, come back to this, to the game, and let's move this way, you can see it. There we go. I have landed safely. So you just click that. As I say, look, there's no timer to say no, you've taken an extra amount of time, doesn't matter. That's just the minimum, so you can't cheat. I've landed safely. Bong. There we go. Welcome to Interlaken Airport. Okay. And that's it. So now that's an air base. Well, from here, I've got no missions I can do. And being military, you can click wait, which passes 1 in-game week, I think. It goes up to a year, and then you get your score. I think you can carry on to 5 years as well. But there's no point doing that. I think in a military base, I'm going to get no missions I can do, so it's a question of travel to a different airport by bus. So I'd look one up that isn't an air base. Yeah, it's quite cool. You can spend quite a bit of money getting around. But that's it basically. I haven't used it a lot yet, but you can. There's tons of missions. Missions, you know, the description's just slightly different. But apparently you can get in trouble with the law somehow. I don't know how that works. If it brings up a window to do with that, if you're doing some sort of an illegal mission, you can try and get out of being prosecuted and whatnot. But anyway, it just adds a little longevity to the game, to the sim. So I thought I'd just demonstrate it because I think it's pretty cool. It's free. It's on the forum. Try it out. Definitely try it FS2 if you haven't. How you saw it there was almost the worst it can ever be. So you know it is awesome. Anyway, I'll close this down and get back to driving, I think.